Jim and Wayne, when I was asked by your dad to narrate the following video of our past life in Seattle, California, and Japan, I was very happy to be able to do this, especially when I was told that this was going to be a gift for all of you grandchildren, Jim, Wayne, Jackie, Julie, and Jason. I am so proud of my sons, Hidebo and Tatsubo, for their time, effort, and their endearing love and thoughtfulness for their children to make this possible. At my age of 90, I feel very fortunate and want to thank God for giving me my good health and the state of mind to be able to do this. Now enjoy your video. This is the Yamamoto going to Japan. Mother and her friends walking on the deck. After having been on the water for 15 days, it was good to see a Japanese liner. We also viewed a Japanese fishing boat. Upon reaching the port of Yokohama, we were met by Mama's older sister, Toshi Yamauchi, and her hired help in the white jacket and daisuke. This is the Tokyo station. Mama's older sister and daisuke waving at us goodbye. We are on our way to Osaka. In the background, you see the most spectacular Mount Fuji. This is Osaka, Mama with her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Matsuda, both 79 years old. Mama and her father and mother. Mama is carrying a pail of water and flowers to give to her ancestors' grave. Mama and her father and mother. Mama and her father and the two Yamamoto sisters. This is Hanako. Mama with her mother and Yamamoto's sister Haruko and Hanako. This is the Toyama station where Yamamoto was born, March 1 of 1901. This is the storefront of the house where Yamamoto was born. This is the temple where Yamamoto's ancestors are buried. I was told that the temple used to be Yamamoto's ancestors' residence. This is Yamamoto's older brother and Mama. is my wedding. Hitoshi Wanaga was the ring boy. Haoru Ichihara and Mio Tanaka, bridesmaid. Kinoko Uchida and Teruko Yoshida, also bridesmaid. Father walking me down the aisle. These are flower girls. The marriage took place in the Seattle Japanese Nichiren Church. September 17, 1933. Officiating was Reverend Okihara. He said this was the second Nisei marriage in Seattle. Yamamoto and myself walking down after the ceremony. This is Yamamoto's best man, Mr. and Mrs. Mamizuka and Mr. and Mrs. Nagamatsu. We drove away on a hobmobile. The reception was held at Kinkaro Cafe, a Chinese restaurant on 6th and Main Street. This was a trip to Japan for Mr. and Mrs. Sarah in LA, California. Yamamoto saying goodbye to Mr. Sarah. This is one of our trips to Catalina Island. Myself, Yamamoto, carrying Hidebo when he was about 6 or 7 months old. This is Mama. Yamamoto carrying Hidebo and Ajisaka-san on his left. Santa Catalina, called Catalina locally, is one of the largest of the Channel Islands, a chain of semi-submerged mountains that rise from the floor of the Pacific between Santa Barbara and San Diego. Santa Catalina was discovered by Juan Cabrillo in 1542. Most of the island has since been privately owned. Catalina was purchased in 1919 by chewing gum magnate William Wrigley Jr., who built a mansion and a casino. He also briefly made Catalina the spring training headquarters for his Major League Baseball team, the Chicago Cubs. The island has more than 100 types of birds and numerous animals such as deer, goats, boar, and foxes. There are also several hundred wild American bison, descended from those brought to Catalina in 1925 for the filming of Zane Grey's The Vanishing American.